everyone. I am Justin Neidinger, and I am going to be your dungeon master tonight. I gotta mute myself. I'm gonna be our dungeon master tonight for this hard R-rated campaign in my homebrew world of Prenalt. Before we go any further, I want to make sure I introduce everybody to the PCs tonight. So as always, we're gonna start in alphabetical order with Casey.
Hey everybody, I'm Casey Boyd. I'll be playing Byron Bancroft, your silver-tongued bard.
Hello everyone, I am CJ. I will be playing Soar, everyone's small bean of an owl.
Hello, I'm Emily. I will be playing Clem, blacksmith, warlock, pet collector, etc.
Good evening, I'm Lisa, and I will be playing Nyx, your reborn cleric, who now can fully call herself a necromancer now that I have a headband that gives me the ability to raise a zombie or two.
And I'm Rob. I'm playing Casper, an orc paladin filled with righteous fury.
Nice haircut, Rob.
Thank you very much.
Yes, this is a very lovely haircut.
It's gonna have
Take
to
a few minutes to
change.
make a bigger deal.
You're gonna have to change to an orc paladin that can now lift a small dragon.
That's true.
So, as always, we're playing D&D 5e with a few homebrew rules added into the mix. We're using D&D Beyond, so if you scroll over the left-hand side of the screen, you'll be able to see some cool stuff about our characters. Lastly, the sweet board in the middle, that is Tailspire. We're not affiliated, but we love their products, so go out there and support them if you're, especially if you're playing in a game where you guys can't be in the same room. Does anybody have any questions about this before I go into the recap?
Like and subscribe if you're listening on podcast, or if you have a Amazon Prime membership, there's a little button on your screen.
Yeah, so all the things that we do this stream every Tuesday night from 9 to 11 Eastern time. Over the next week, we have a YouTube version of this coming out, as well as every Monday, we have a podcast that is released on pretty much all the podcast things that you can think about. And if you could please like and subscribe to any of those, it'd be super awesome because it helps us get in front of other people.
Ooh,
Other than
and can we do a quick shout out to Misprint, who's been making some pretty epic fan art in our Discord chat? We'll be sharing it on our Instagram later.
Yeah, Misprint's been doing some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any other things? Okay.
Let's get into it.
Last week, the gang found out that Talon, Soar's brother, is a junkie. And after they found that out, found out that our necromancer Nyx had a pretty shady past where she was, would we go so far as to say maniacal? That was it.
I mean, chaotic evil is perhaps the more accurate, but maniacal would not be that far off now.
It was just the laugh that was maniacal. I mean, her actions may not be.
Yeah.
So we've just got a maniacal laugh, which is always good. After we finished up there, the group headed over to see the Heralds of the Dawn to drop off their junkie friend. And the Heralds of the Dawn are Casper's compatriots. They are the Order of Eldath. And after that, they went over to see Lana at the Crimson Writ. Here, some hilarity ensued. There's a little bit of tomfoolery and a lot of Zergaz. They also, as they got there, found a rose gold dragon outside of the Crimson Writ, and inside was the rose gold dragon's rider, Firewalker. That's kind of where we ended, except for the fact that we know somebody who may be slightly undead murdered some people at a place called Hopdan Creek. And at the very end, we found out that somebody may have been born in Hopdan Creek. And that somebody is Clem.
I'm very sorry if I killed your parents on accident.
That's what you guys get for leaving big holes in your backstory. I get to do whatever I want with them.
I mean, Sometimes you leave holes to try to make it interesting, and then
Not
Justin
right.
is just like, great, how can I turn this into trauma?
Yeah.
Before we start, we do want to talk about inspiration. Each week we give our the people who are in chat inspiration, one person. Last week it was Kite Sage for a well-timed dragon emoji, and if I'm not mistaken, a little quip to follow it. Inspiration can be used to give me advantage or disadvantage at any time that I roll anything, or the PCs can get advantage whenever they're rolling. So everybody in chat, keep being awesome. And Rob, you're going to get to pick the person for inspiration tonight for next week. Last thing that we didn't talk about is Discord. Please join our Discord. And that is it for all of the announcements. Anybody have any questions before we kick it off? Okay, I'll take your silence as a no. And what happened was when they talked about Hopdan Creek, Clem, your head snapped up and all of a sudden you're filled with memories. The screen goes black and you cut into it's dark and you see a 7-year-old Clem being boosted onto a swayback spotted horse. If you're familiar with horses, it looks kind of like an Appaloosa. There is a
Sorry. No, it was the if you're not familiar with horses, here's another kind of horse that you also won't recognize.
Yeah.
Please continue.
Yep. So
I'll find a picture of one for chat.
Yep. So if you see the horse, that's what it's talking about there. So there is a balding, middle-aged man with a large nose and Clem's eyes, making sure she gets safely onto the horse. The camera zooms in and you hear him say, Clem dear, we need you to go out to the witch's house and bring her back. I have to stay with your mother. She's too sick to stay by herself. Can I get a perception check, young Clem?
13.
13. So you can see your dad, who is usually bright and full of life. He is a shell of his former self. There is a look of loss in his eyes, even though your mother is still alive. His sad eyes, they look you over one last time before he hands you a small satchel. And as it hits your hands, you hear the clinking of coins as you understand that you're now holding some money. There's a brief smile that touches your lips, as this is probably the most money that you've ever been in contact with before the realization kicks in of why you actually have that money. The camera cuts over to seeing Clem riding in the woods. It is now raining rather hard, and it is out into a swamp. And in this swamp, there is a typical witchy building. It's kind of disheveled. It looks super scary. It's probably at a slant, and there is spooky blue lights around the outside. And Clem, what do you want to do?
Is there a visible, easy to see door?
Yep, there is. I should have told you there's a door. There is a front door that is slightly ajar.
I'm gonna clamber off of my horse and walk on over. I almost said toddle, but she's 7 in this, not a little baby. And do a little knock. Hello?
You knock on the door, and as you do, you hear as the door opens up a little bit. Inside is a pretty bare room as far as furnishing goes. There is a desk, and on it there are skulls that have candles on top of them, and there are a couple books in front. And when you turn to the right, there is a small rocking chair, and in it is a very, very thin woman. She has a long pointed nose. Her eyes are almost completely black, and she is not moving.
Does she look like she's alive?
Do you want to get closer?
Yes. Very tentatively, but yes.
As you get closer, the lady leans forward, and an unexpected voice comes out of it. I believe that you might be in a little bit of a predicament, young lady.
Who are you?
I am just who you need. I'm here whenever you need me, young lady. Right now, though, I believe you need your mother saved.
Yes, my papa sent me with some coins and told me to bring
He
you
just
back
takes-
to our house.
She takes the coins right out of your hand and says, shakes it once, hears the clink, and is like, yes, that's exactly what I need. And as you guys walk out of the house, you cut back, and we see a eerily blue creature laughing maniacally as waves of zombies are descending upon Hopdan Creek. You can see fire coming up from houses. As the camera cuts in, you just see a zombie yanking someone out of their house and biting into their neck as it passes on. And we cut back over to Clem on a horse with a frail woman who appears to be flying next to the horse on the way back to Hopdan Creek. As you get close, you can see smoke coming up in the air, and there's the red eerie glow of the fires. You run as quickly as possible as you can over to your house. The door is busted off of the hinges, and you see your mother on the bed with her throat ripped open. But your father is not there. And we cut back to you at the Crimson Writ.
I don't even remember what the sentence was that was said about Hopdan Creek as this all started.
It was Gorbox riding the undead scorpion there.
Yep.
Great.
So
Okay.
going back to Hopdan Creek has brought up some memories in you, but you are all still here. It is Tanya and Sutya are still here. If you have any more questions, what do you guys want to do?
I think we'd like to ask either Tanya or Sutya about the whatchamacallit?
Gorbox, the scorpion.
No, about
Firewalker?
Firewalker, and apparently who is a dragon rider. I don't know that we knew that.
I don't think we knew that.
We did not know that.
I mean,
No.
we could have inferred it as like why the dragon was sitting outside, but
So
that's okay.
I would just like to maybe look at both of those two and just say, so the true power that Lana was talking about behind Prowler, Firewalker, and whom is with him?
Sucha looks at you and goes, "Oh, that would be. Why'd I go back to that voice? I'm just going to keep my regular voice. That would be Aruma is the other power.
Oh, the actual dragon itself.
I apologize. I didn't know you had some issues with your education. Dragons are very, very smart.
I didn't have a question of whether or not they were intelligent. I didn't know that they were a business sort.
Oh, you looked confused. That's why I was a little bit worried. I didn't want to, speak over your head. as she's an elephant and she's very tall.
Sorry, so Aruma and Firewalker are the two main powers behind Prowler? Am I understanding that correctly?
So going back to dragons again, they like money a lot.
Right, yeah, no,
So-
business. I've never met a business savvy dragon.
So not everyone understands dragons, and I would imagine that's why Firewalker was brought into the mix.
Does he have some special power or connections that have to do with dragons?
Is who? Sorry, I didn't understand who are you asking about?
Firewalker, I believe.
Firewalker.
Yeah.
So
She said he was brought into the mix.
she was brought into I'm not the dragon's keeper, but a few years ago, Firewalker started showing up and doing business on behalf of Prowler.
So again, this is a business savvy dragon who's would you say that Aruma is running Prowler? Who exactly is at the head of Prowler?
It's my understanding that those two are where the buck stops.
Can we
Nyx throws her
like-
arms up in the air and just kind of like walks away for a moment.
Do you have like a scroll or a parchment with like a hierarchical layout of like employees and positions at Prowler? Because that would just be
Can
so
we
helpful
contact
right now.
Prowler
That would be
HR and
too
get an
easy.
employee list?
But here's what you know of them right now. Let me bring up my. So you know of Cavaldus, right? The
Yeah.
half Triton, half elf guy, right?
Mhm.
And you were told that Vinyara Elmlock was the person who was in charge of Prowler. So those are the people that you know of.
Well, and Vinyara also hates Byron because Byron stole from him, and maybe also from Prowler as a whole. We're not entirely certain of those exact details.
Allegedly.
But yeah, I thought Vinyara was at the very top of the chain, not a fucking dragon being in charge of all the technology in the world.
Byron is lightly pooping himself at this point, just thinking that the person that he may have actually like relieved of items is an ancient red and dragon.
Doing a little prestidigitation in
Yeah,
his
he's-
pants
yep,
right
just-
now.
Let's create a better scent, a better scent. he's full on flop sweating.
Yeah, I mean, I think Nyx's stunned reaction is apparent on her, but she would kind of circle back around and just. Okay, so so Lana of the Crimson Writ is now meeting with Firewalker of Prowler. I thought the two didn't even get along. Frankly, I thought that was half the reason why they hired us.
We have a tenuous business relationship. And she goes into the fact that all four of the main factions within the city, they are kind of codependent, even though they don't really like each other, right? So they're so big that they have to work together regardless of whether they want to.
Well, shit. I don't think Prowler likes us very much. I don't know that us being here is the best idea. And I really hope that we didn't piss off Aruma too terribly during our last session, but I don't.
Oh, we
I don't
did.
too well.
I'm sure we're fine.
I think she
Okay.
she seems to
We
be.
already-
Go ahead.
We already accused one of them of watching the murder of several civilians, so I think we've passed that point.
Well, to be fair, we're pretty sure that they did do that, though.
Yeah, I stand behind it.
Oh,
I don't think
not
they're gonna
a
like us.
wholly inaccurate accusation, but Okay, well, I don't know that us being here when Firewalker comes back is necessarily the best idea. And if we have what we need from Lana, then maybe we scurry out before we get ourselves in even more trouble.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Hmm?
I agree with you. I think that's a good idea.
With Tanya and Sutya, I would ask them if they have any interest in coming with us. If they are also interested in trying to track down Gorbox.
Tanya looks at you and says, I really don't think that would be a good idea for the DM. And turns around and says, anything else?
Do we get any reward for returning Gorbox? Do you folks have a particular investment in us
Also,
bringing him back?
does he need to be returned alive?
Oh, oh, no, there's
question.
absolutely no chance that we're returning him alive.
Tanya walks over and starts leafing through the documents again, and it says, it appears that it's 200 gold each, and temporary admittance into the Crimson Writ as a apprentice. And she's scanning down, flips through a couple more papers. It does not appear that he need to be brought back alive. Yes, hand
Would-
raised.
Temporary admittance include Crimson Writ medals?
Crimson Writ medals are
Like
not
medallions?
they're not given until truly accepted into the Crimson Writ.
How many
clearly-
dead kobolds is that going to take? What's
So
the number? Because we'll just go out and grab a whole bunch of them while we're out and about.
So I don't know if you remember this,
Next is used to mass slaughter, so
but
What?
there are there's a like apprentice and then journeyman. So once you would fall into the journeyman status, that's when you would get your badge. There's 4 levels of journeyman, and then you become either a blade, a bounty hunter, or
Like the blade,
a
the seeker, the
yep,
things
and that's when you
like
get that other badge.
that's right. Yeah.
blade agent
Operative.
seeker.
No,
Okay.
I think it was
Dang.
operative because I think
So
we had
what-
it wrong first.
We're so
Yeah.
far away from getting badges.
No,
All right,
no,
that's
we
okay.
got
This is step 1 of many towards the ultimate true goal of the campaign, which is earning all the badges.
Yeah, I care about nothing except for getting into the Crimson Writ now.
D&D, gotta get 'em all so true.
Gotta get him all!
So as you guys break into song, you hear the heavy footsteps of Firewalker coming down the hall.
I think that 200
Um,
gold each for a fully fledged necromancer is fairly low. I mean,
And
the
she
guy
she
has a
she
toolkit.
she looks at you and closes the book and says, "It is what it is."
All right.
Jasper,
I'm
I have a
assuming that
voice
we know our way.
reason.
Oh, I am so sorry, girl. I
No.
cannot hear you in the
Go
slightest.
ahead. Go ahead. I was literally just making a side comment.
I assume we know our way to Hopdan Creek.
I would imagine 2 of you have been there.
Well, it's been a long time.
We know
It's been
that
a
it
long
is
time.
south of town.
It is south. It is about a day's ride.
Okay.
Yep.
Clem is gonna suggest that we, maybe stop at her forge on the way out, arm up,
Sure.
rest up, just prep ourselves.
Sure. That's what you
It's
guys
in
want to do.
town. If anyone needs to stop and grab anything else to help themselves out,
Yeah, maybe we do a shop run, stock up.
We already did that.
You say these things as if I have any
Oh,
memory of anything.
No, sorry,
But
we haven't done that yet. I just
And
wrote
we-
down what I wanted to buy.
And we didn't get to go to Clem's cool forge.
No, we haven't. Clem,
Correct.
your offer is greatly appreciated, and I would love to see the forge where you've been creating these fantastic items that appear to be popping up literally everywhere. You can tell Nyx is actually like genuinely impressed by how much of Clem's wares have come up, because we've seen them in literally every organization that we've met so far.
Clem gets shit done, you guys. What can I say?
She's a prolific blacksmith.
All right. So you guys are heading off to the forge. Clem, would you like to tell everybody what your forge is called?
It is called Get Blade. I can post a logo in Tavern Chat on our Instagram. But that was the punniest thing that wasn't from Reddit that I could come up with. So that's what it's called.
All right. So you guys are at Get Blade Forge.
Look at how cute it is.
All right, it's pretty dang cute.
This is actually, I stole this one. Not stole, I borrowed for use. This is on Tales Bazaar. The author of this is Blademort, or Baldemort, sorry, I can't read. And it's called Blacksmith Shop / Home and Forge.
I like Blademort.
It's Baldemort.
It would be appropriate.
Yep.
This is perfect. It's just little and cute.
Yeah,
Yep.
Can you give us a word picture of what your forge looks like as we approach?
Well, it'll just be based on what's on Tailspire right now. But it's a cute little forge. It's, you gotta imagine all those neon lights that just fit in with the general feel of Prenult and stuff around everywhere. But yes, it's got a cute little front for taking orders. You walk in, there's imaginary chairs that aren't there to like wait for your order, check in, see what you want to get. And when you go in the back, you've got a nice, just simple little forge set up for one person. You can see that there is what looks to be like a large man's apron hanging alongside Clem's apron on a set of hooks. And in the back in the forge, there's also a painting hung up of a large black man who is like grayed and weathered and clearly looks like a blacksmith. And it seems to be like, not like a little like shrine to someone and stuff, but like a little memorial area there. But yeah, otherwise it's just like your typical like nice little like tidy, but definitely has like some stuff laying around. Looks like well worn and used.
Is it
Nice.
just
I
the
don't know.
one? Is it like one bedroom, one bed? Is there any
Yeah.
indication of another person? Because you said that there was a big apron that was hung up.
Yeah, that is, I mean, if you, it belongs to the person who is in the picture who, I feel like she mentioned this like earlier, like really early in the campaign, but like not her real father, but this forge used to belong to her father figure, Josiah, who she got it from him. He passed away pretty recently.
Do it in character. Clem, I didn't know you were married. Who does this apron belong to?
I am not married. This is my father's, Josiah. He's in that picture over there.
Oh, is he around?
He is not with us any longer. He passed pretty recently. I've been manning the shop for him since he was gone. Good old Jojo.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I miss him a lot, but he left me in good shape. And yeah, he taught me everything I know.
Well, thank you for letting us come in. I hope that we won't all be intruding tonight. But
I know, let me know if there's anything you want to grab that may be lying around and useful, Justin.
There are 6 swords that you brought back. and it seems just shucks, you've sold all of your inventory. But if anybody wants to do any shopping, we can talk about it, or we can just you can just tell me what you bought, and we can fade into tomorrow.
I'm buying a bit of stuff. How do you want to do that?
Just unless it's something crazy, just take it away from your gold, throw it into your inventory. Trust you guys. And if anybody else is doing anything cool overnight, let me know. Otherwise, we can fade on to the next day.
Oh, go.
Go ahead, Clem. You can do yours first. Whoop.
I was just gonna say, knowing that we're going to Hopdan Creek, Clem is going to head upstairs, and do you want me to pick my own for some sort of like keepsake from her childhood that she's going to bring with her? Or is there something specific you think I should do, Justin?
Nope. Whatever you feel that she has is what you could do. And if you really are feeling froggy, you can roll on a trinket table.
I didn't do that because I have no idea. So I'll do that while Casey does his thing.
Byron would like to take his poisoner's kit and try to create a simple injury potion.
Okay. I think you just do that. You don't have to roll on that, do you?
It's your choice. I have a poisoner's kit I can roll with if you'd like.
Yeah, let's make it. This will be the first roll of the night. Make it a little gambly.
All right. So jump down to the poisoner's kit, and
Thor's gonna do something too.
Okay.
With proficiency, 14.
14. Okay. I think that should meet with a simple one, right?
It meets the simple one.
Okay. Yeah. So you got look. It makes sense. You just got this thing. Yeah. You just got this thing, and you're working your way through it. You get halfway through, and you're just like, "Fuck! I think I've. Oh no! I did it! And you get your potion or your poison.
Okay. That will. I'm going to make it to where it specifically can damage undead.
Okay.
That's
Perfect.
for those that don't know, we have a feat involved where my poisoner ability with my feat, I can focus on a type of creature and make the poison to where that creature, regardless if it's immune or resistant, now takes damage from the poison that I make. So.
Oh, that's handy.
Sore?
Sor would like to pull out his prowler drone that he still has from the caverns from earlier, and he would like to also pull out the drone crystal that he had that powers it. And he kind of wants to learn sort of the electronics of how it works. So maybe if he ever goes into a prowler facility in future reference, he will be able to understand how basically electricity works.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Cool. That's a 9.
You're not sure, but just like the last time you looked at this thing, it doesn't surprise you that you're not sure because this is rather new technology. So you understand the crystals what powered it, but you're not really sure how that worked.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else have anything before we fade to the morning?
I am buying a shit ton of stuff.
Okay.
So, am I able to buy armor right now?
You can buy pretty much anything in Donver's Hold. So, if you're looking for something specifically with magic, we'd probably make you roll. But more than likely, you're going to be able to find anything that's common. You can find anything, any type of armor. You can find it.
Okay.
So
then I'm buying splint armor.
Okay.
Can I sell my old armor?
Yep.
Okay. For how much?
So here's what we're going to do. You guys like to haggle so much. All right. Let's get a persuasion roll. And if you'd like to throw in some sort of like, this is my spiel as to why it should be worth more, I can maybe give you advantage on your roll.
Frankly, I can't justify it because it's probably beat and burned to shit. So
So here's how it's going to work. 1 through 10, you're going to get 25% of the actual the value of what it is, right? 11 through 14 will be 50%, or did I say 14? I meant 15. So 50%. And then 17 will be 75%, and 20 will be full price.
Okay. Let's do it, baby. Boom, a 9.
Nice.
A 9, 25%.
Okay. So after, I don't know, Casper would probably excuse himself from the party for a little while and go shopping. He'd come back with a new set of armor. I actually don't know what flint armor looks like, so I can't describe that. But he has clearly a backpack full of stuff. He does have you can very easily see he has a portable ram, so that's cool. That he holds like it weighs
Those
nothing.
are fun.
That is my favorite item that you can purchase. I buy it every time.
I've never used
That's
it in
a good
D&D
one.
before, and
Also,
I
what's
have
a
to
like
now.
mini catapult? I feel like little catapults are fun too.
He goes up to the group and he opens his pack filled with stuff, and he starts pulling stuff out and offering it to people. I went shopping. I got some stuff that I thought would be useful for all of us. You guys could turn it down or not, but he would offer to give each of you a signal whistle, a bag of caltrops. He has an extra hooded lantern, and he has 6 manacles, if anybody wants any.
Mine will take a
love
manacle.
shopping list.
Okay.
Of course.
And then everybody gets a piece of chalk if they would like it as well.
I'll take chalk and a signal whistle. Clem, of course, would make a joke at Byron taking the manacles about whether he's going to put fur or not on them for his own pleasure.
I mean, if that's how you prefer it.
Doesn't Milo shed?
Lilo?
Lilo, sorry. I don't know why I said Milo.
Milo? My god.
Milo
Big
notice.
fan.
Byron, I would recommend taking 2 pairs for the hands and the feet.
Fair enough.
I don't know if that's going to be enough to restrain Casper, but all right.
I was going to say,
Depends if he had his potion or not.
I have enlarge and reduce. I can also
I
cast
love
a spell.
definitely.
Okay, and that's it.
Okay. So the night passes, no ninjas kicked in the windows, and it's the morning. There are birds chirping in the street. As you guys come out of the building, there's a person walking across the street, just pukes everywhere. Clearly had a really rough night. But what do you guys want to do?
I think we head
Nyx
south.
doesn't sleep, so she waits very impatiently for everyone else to wake up.
Does she
She just
snuggle with Lilo?
No,
She
absolutely she doesn't do that.
She just sits there in a corner with her arms crossed.
Yeah, like I think that Leela would like stare at her wanting affection, and Nyx would just be standing there with her arms crossed, just like, please don't get any closer.
Please give Lilo 1 level of exhaustion for not sleeping.
I don't have a character sheet for her, but we will assume she has one.
And then as soon as the first person begins to wake up, whoever is like the early riser, Nyx would take that as a sign of like, excellent, everyone is ready to rise now. And she would go around and wake everybody up and be like, okay, long rest is over. It is time for us to continue.
Clem would be an early riser, given that she's back in the forge, and she has to get up early to get started on all of her. Ew.
So would
She would
Sora,
probably be first
I hope
up.
everyone's
'Cause-
well.
early bird gets the worm, so that's why I'm up.
He lives by that mantra. Maybe he doesn't fully understand it, but damn it, he does.
Damn it, I do.
A worm.
Wow.
Do you own like a cart or anything? Can we rent like a horse to get there a little bit faster? How far? It's not that far, right?
Will Justin
it's-
let me own a cart?
it's-
That's the question.
It's a day's ride, and you could have bought a cart.
Yeah.
I'd like to retcon some things.
We've made some mistakes.
I'd like
Oh my
to buy a
gosh.
horse.
Look at this great cart that's just sitting in the back of the forge that is totally not being used for anything.
Anything that's on here is all flavor.
Oh no, the wheel fell off.
No.
Yeah, look at
All
the
right,
wheels.
like-
The wheels are all broken. Good job, Clem.
If we need need to hoof it, that's fine. We can do
She
so.
keeps her place in good shape. Listen.
Okay. So,
We head south.
you guys are headed south?
Yep.
You head south. You're in the middle district. Currently, you head through the factory or factorum and out into the wilds. After a couple of hours, it really turns into straight on nature, and you guys are following a path. And after about 5 hours,
I think at this point Byron he would be a bit prissy about it because he really hasn't come out of the city in like a decade.
Wow.
okay.
He's not
Is
in
he
nature.
just being grumpy? Is he just being quiet?
It's more like just kind of huffy. Like,
I know it's a ways, but we don't have a horse. If you have a faster way to get us there, I'm all ears.
What's wrong, Byron?
I don't like sweating.
Well, can't you just...
Prestidigitate yourself up?
I am not an object, as so much as I would wish to be used as one, as he longingly looks at Casper.
Clem will pat him on the back and be like, remember, 200 gold pieces each.
That's a good enough for one night. Right, Casper? To buy all the things you needed, right?
Actually, I couldn't buy everything on my list, but
Wow.
most things. Byron, I thought that you were used to being sweaty.
I mean, when I can bathe and there's a reward at the end, this is not a reward. This is nature.
Get over it.
It's okay, Byron. You're gonna have to work for it.
Hey, Casper, I really liked your armor with the X on it. Where'd that go? Did you just throw that away?
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh my god, are you not going to talk about how you went out and bought a whole bunch of weapons and armor not from Clem when we were literally at our forge? I was burning up with I was like, do I say it? Do I call him out for it? No, just let it go. It's fine.
No,
Oh my
Justin
god.
just sold everything. You don't have anything in the forge anymore.
Audacity
Yeah, the real
of this
question is,
man.
who's to blame here? Rob or Justin, really? Which
There's
one's to
literally
blame?
nothing at the forge.
Both of them.
Rob, can you please roll me a d20?
I'm so glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
No, Justin said there was nothing at the forge, goddammit.
I'm not giving you guys free armor.
Eldath, damn it.
You don't have to. Clem would be giving us free armor from
I got
her
a 3.
canonical.
You got a 3?
Thing.
Yeah.
There are no X's on this armor. If you would have rolled an 11, you would have turned around. There would have been an X on the shoulder, but you rolled a 3. Clem did not make this armor.
I can
Clem,
fix it in the middle of the night.
him.
You do.
Slay him.
You're moving your armor around, and it does feel a little bit more freeing than the one that Clem made you.
Byron out of the kind.
Donut the Destroyer is glaring at Casper as we walk out of.
Casper genuinely looks like he feels bad. Clem, I didn't realize this.
Now you've got 2 prissy humans on your walk out of here.
And as you guys say that, you hear a scream in the distance. It's
I'm
like,
sure they're fine.
Oh God! Help! Oh my God! Oh God!
Byron's immediate
Gosh,
reaction. Go ahead. Sorry, Lisa.
If only we had horses to get us over to that person to help them.
Might as well not even try.
Byron's reaction is to pull Athena out and to send her into the air.
Oh. Yeah, it's not like there's an actual owl that was gonna go do it. Never mind, just send Athena. It's all good.
Byron's
send the owl.
reaction.
It's okay.
Sor can do
all
it too,
good.
but he's not used to being with Sor.
And I also have a pseudo dragon now who can do it as well.
See?
And a dog.
Get out there. Yeah.
Yeah, send the dog out there. The dog goes.
Hold on. Let's see here.
Someone in the background. Oh, now a dog's attacking me.
She would never attack with love. Yes.
She hasn't.
All right.
She ate. She's bloodthirsty.
There's Lilo.
This from the dog
And
who cried when her original owner was Dexter murdered.
Damn, Lilo.
Look at her.
Who's the
Is
chicken?
the chicken the pseudo dragon?
Donut the Destroyer, yeah.
God, Lilo, what happened to your eyes?
Yeah, Lilo is really, I said bloodthirsty, but like, dang, this
I
dog
mean,
is really ready to go at it.
She's
Lilo was
adorable
eating
in our
zombies
hearts.
Wow.
and peeing
Lilo
on
has
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, did that give her any
Valid.
special powers? No.
What?
I was joking. Her eating zombies. It
Oh,
was not
nope.
serious.
All right. Does Athena head over there?
Yeah,
Quicker than
she's.
usual.
I need some. Hold on 1 second. I need some marching orders. Who's where?
Byron will be behind Casper.
Casper would be willing to lead.
Okay.
Clem is last because she's trudging along because she's grumpy about this whole armor situation.
Nyx would also be somewhere up in the front because she would also be grumpy and is just trying to like power walk. But also
And
she respects authority enough to be following Casper.
I guess Soar is fourth because he's looking for worms because it's still early.
and since we're now 11 episodes in, where is Lilo and Donut the Destroyer?
They're with Clem.
Okay.
Lilo's in the perfect heel. Donut the Destroyer, generally speaking, just rides on Clem's shoulder unless she's like sent ahead or needs to like take a flying break and stuff,
Okay.
I would say.
So you guys are in it's not sparse, but it's not a dense area of the forest. You're on a path, and as it cuts back over, you see that there is a man who is hanging from a snare by his feet. You can see that he has had his chest cut open, and below him are his insides that are on his outside. There is also a horse that appears to have been knocked over and is it's trying to stand up, but to no avail. There is a cart, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's also another guard over here who looks like they have been killed. Right there, where the light's at.
Are we
Poor
close enough to approach them?
horse.
Oh my.
What's that?
Are we close
close.
enough to approach?
Yep.
We just move. Okay, cool.
I would like to stealth it over there
Yeah.
personally.
Byron's
I would
gonna
not.
be.
Okay, so
I am
we got.
not being stealthy.
If you're rolling stealth, go ahead and roll stealth. And Nyx, go ahead and start moving forward.
Okay. Can I use
Oh.
my crossbow and try to shoot down the guy who's hanging?
I rolled a nat 1
I
for
want to
stealth.
try to shoot the rope.
Okay.
I rolled a
Um,
26.
Okay. Who else rolled
I-
stealth?
I rolled a 19.
A 19. Okay. Casper, did you do anything or are you just walking?
I'm walking with Nyx, yep.
Okay.
Jog.
So, Nyx, go ahead and give me a roll for shooting a rope.
6 didn't work. Can I just try keep shooting? I want to get this thing down.
So
Oh wait,
you,
is there a rope that's tied to the rest of the tree? Is there?
Oh my!
yeah, it's
Close to the ground.
up in the tree. This is like a rabbit snare.
Yeah.
So
Worst
you
pinata ever.
You shoot this thing. You shoot this guy, and you try to shoot the arrow, and it just goes right into his gut, and it has like a wet thud as it sticks into his belly and just shakes there.
Well, it wasn't using those anyway. It's fine.
Here, I got you. And Sor would go and take an arrow from Nyx, fly up there and cut the rope and say, "Congratulations, you did it," and then hand her back the arrow.
Wow.
She can't blush, but you can tell that she does look a little bit embarrassed, and she would kind of sheepishly take it back and just go, "Thank you." But
Sort. Before this happens, can I get a perception check?
I got you. That's a 6.
Can Casper
Okay.
also roll since he's kind of also there looking around?
Let me see. Sure.
The body's trapped, and now a fireball is just thrown at you.
20.
You rolled a 20. You can't see from where you're at anything that's happening, but you do notice that there appear to be rather large hoof marks in the ground around the body and the cart.
Do they go in a specific direction?
So some went in this direction over here, and some went into this direction over here.
Okay. There are tracks that lead either to or from this area, hoof marks.
And as you say that, roll for initiative. Because
Shouldn't have said it.
Did I cut the dead guy down?
No.
Fine, but this better not be more than a minute.
Oh no. Oh
Wait,
no.
who's the guy hanging is dead?
Yeah, his guts were on the
Yes, that's
floor.
open.
Filled out. He's super
Oh.
dead.
Oh.
If he's not, Nick's killed him.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about. I thought that was the guy
whoops,
on the ground.
who did I just? I just got rid of somebody. Was that you, Sor? I didn't.
Oh yeah, you got
I
rid of
didn't
me.
mean to.
The bandits are.
Yeah, I meant to get rid of the guy.
Whoopsie-daisy.
These dang
There you
portals,
go.
man.
So, let's get some initiative. What you guys got? Byron,
13.
13. Sor,
That is 18.
18. Nyx,
4.
4. We love it. Casper,
8.
8. And Clem,
3.
3. I am loving today because my guys did better than most of you. So, as this happens, you hear a loud as from the, I guess it's your right, a minotaur comes running out of the woods.
That's weird.
And directly at Sor. I guess
Wow.
I should.
He's so small, and minotaurs are so big.
In the sky?
Oh no!
Oh, he's in the sky?
He was the one that
Yeah,
cut
it
down the
was
body.
cut-
No, you came back down to give the.
Oh,
Well, I couldn't.
Yeah.
I tried to
Uh,
like turn him, but every time I turn him, like if I'm see, like I have no idea where I went.
I'm like 6
You're on
feet
top
of the
tall,
tree
and
now.
Thor is like what, like 2.5 feet? Like he had to have been flying.
I mean, I could beat down there if you need me to. It's no problem.
well, you said you came down to give her the.
Yes,
Arrow.
that's true. So then I'd be like right here. But
Okay.
yes, you're right. I threw it at her.
Okay,
Ouch.
so he runs there. And he's going to attack you. And
Whatever it is, it hits. I have-
whatever it is, it hits.
It's probably gonna hit.
All right. So, probably not actually. That is an 11.
Nope.
No. So he comes running across and he comes running across and swings his great axe at you. And it is now your turn, Sor.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oh, actually, I lied. But next turn I'll do it. Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to fly around him. Hold on.
Okay.
So, nice. I want to fly around him, still being in his attack of opportunity, and then I am going to. Where is it? Push him forward with my
Okay.
telekinetic shove. And he needs a strength save of 14 to not be moved. And it's a
Strength
minotaur, so I don't
save
really
of
know if it's.
Let's see here. I actually rolled a 13, so this die goes in dice jail.
So he goes 5 feet forward. And I assume that's going to put him
Okay.
in Nyx and Casper's attack range. I think.
So he goes 5 feet forward. Right there. Okay.
And
And Nope.
Nope.
Just out.
No.
Is it 5 feet?
Yep, just outside. It's 5.4 and 5.9. And I'm just so everybody's aware, I'm trying to play music, but for some reason the music's not working on.
It's on.
I
Spire.
can hear it.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear
is
it.
it?
Mm-hmm.
It's not playing on my end. Okay,
Oh.
awesome. Well then,
It's
I
like
meant
rock
that to
and roll
happen.
music. It's very intense.
Yeah, it's not playing for me. All right.
Shall I sing
So,
it to you?
Sora, anything else?
Kind of a
Yes.
No.
Offer stands if you change your mind.
I am going to use mold earth to try and mold his feet into place to where he cannot
okay.
move. I don't know
like it.
Yes.
how that is gonna work, but
Fuck him up.
I don't know what I need to roll.
So what's it say on the spell? Let's read the spell.
Can choose a portion of dirt that you can see within 5 feet. Basically, it doesn't say anything about. I mean, it says you can use the dirt or stone on the ground to cause difficult terrain, and you can use it to become normal terrain. Change lasts for an hour. It doesn't say anything about using. Well, I guess okay. Here, I'll use it a different way because I was thinking stone shape whenever I was thinking of mold earth. I can use it to excavate dirt, so I can use it to move the dirt under him to cause him to fall prone.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a dexterity save that is against your spell save. What's your spell save?
14.
14 and my dexterity flat. No, he falls directly on his back, and he lets out a most egregious moo as he hits the ground.
Like that for us, Justin? Can you move
So the earth goes out from under him, and it's just like as it hits the ground.
He sounds gentlemanly when he says it like that.
All right, boys, get up.
All right, so Byron, it is now your turn.
Does Byron notice anything like right next to him as he's in the bushes here?
I don't know. Can you see this character?
Well, I don't know if I can because of DM mode or here. Let's yes, actually.
Can you?
Yeah. Apparently he's
you
so
can.
tall
I can see him. Yep.
that I can
To
see
be
over it.
fair, we knew there was something over there because you said the hoof prints went in 2 different directions.
But yeah, if
Whoever
you couldn't have seen it, I would have said no. But you can see him, so go ahead and you see him.
Okay, so Byron's rocking a natural crit on his stealth. He's gonna move around to the side, get aim on him, and kind of wish for Athena to swoop down and give him the help action.
Okay.
And as he does, he's going to fire off his hand crossbow in that direction.
All right. Okay.
25 to hit.
Hits. Yep, that does hit.
5 piercing damage. I guess it
Okay.
had a help action, so I'll see if I critical, but I didn't. Okay. So he will shoot into that, and basically hit the target, and kind of realizing that he's now prone, not prone, but seen, he'll step over and yell over towards the group and try to give let's give Casper inspiration. He'll say, you should fear our paladin and plate, for he alone decides your fate. So if you don't want to die, then make yourself scarce or shy. But really, you just need to make your AC over 8. Bardic
Call back to
inspiration.
the 8.
Yeah.
All right. So, Casper, you are up.
All right, Casper takes his maul off of his back and kind of hefts it with 2 hands and just strides forward not very far, confidently towards the down.
Okay, wait. I need a dexterity saving throw
Why? Oh,
because let me see if I can just
Why?
the trap that you just walked into.
what?
Oh no.
Bro, I rolled
Oh, you did a bad.
earlier.
You said you did roll perception, but you saw all the other stuff.
Whatever.
You didn't say you were specifically looking for snares in the middle of the road.
You do have a D6 for Bardic Inspiration if you so
That's
choose.
true.
I rolled a 7.
Oof.
So while this is happening, can I see? So is this the same kind of snare that is on the other tree?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want that. I will roll my Bardic Inspiration. Hooray! So 7 plus.
So scared for you.
4. So
Good.
11. Does that save?
You see Casper step into something, and then all of a sudden he flips up. He's like, whoop, and goes into the air. Not quite that high. That's too far.
Oh my
There you go.
god.
It's about.
It's an IED.
So
Okay.
you can still swing from there if you'd like at things. However, the bad guy is now prone. I don't know that you could reach.
You have the high ground.
You could throw
Yes.
something.
How
You
high
could.
am I?
You are 6 feet. Well, I guess you'd be a little bit farther down, but we'll just call it 6 feet.
Okay. Well, that's annoying, huh?
Yes, you could use your action to cut yourself free.
Or you could throw your sword at terminal velocity.
Don't you have a
That's so-
javelin?
That's sore.
I do have a javelin.
You could throw me
He's
at
like, I
terminal
thought you had
velocity.
a throwing thing.
God damn it. Okay, it's whatever I do, it's gonna be an action to get down.
Lisa, tell me you're
Yes.
not also happy to have rolled such a low initiative at this point.
Oh no, not even a little bit. I'm very mad that I got interrupted by combat when I should be raising the dead.
Okay. Well, I can't throw stuff at him because he's prone, so that would suck.
Um,
I cut myself
just,
down.
like,
can throw things
Can
at
you
him.
like drop stuff on him? Does it even have to be a throw?
Yeah, do you have anything heavy?
Have an
I-
anvil?
I think
You
he's.
got a bunch
like a
of
portable ram?
caltrops. You could just
My
kind of sprinkle
body.
those over
Can I
him.
try and make it so that I swing a little bit and try and land on top of him when I fall?
Byron
So,
sweats.
wait, one more time?
I'd like to like get a little momentum and swing a little bit towards him and then cut myself down so that I land on him.
Yeah. This is going to be a D20 roll.
Yeah.
Just a flat D20.
1 through 10, you land not on him. 11 through 20, you land on him. And I'll allow you to roll an attack with advantage because of the momentum, because you're fallen.
Nice.
Okay, I rolled a 13.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, that went better than I thought it would. I am going to just go on down. You see Casper kind of
Okay.
reach up, swing, take a little dagger out of his boot, cut the rope, take them all, slam down. God damn it. Well, I rolled 13 damage. Sorry,
Oh.
21 to hit. I should have said that first.
Okay. All right. I was like, that's not enough. All right. So you bring your maul down. You said 13 damage?
Yeah.
And you just hear a sickening crunch as you land on top of him. I guess a dexterity saving throw to see if you're prone?
I want to be prone.
Okay, you're prone. Hold on, let me put you back in prone.
Oh.
Thank you. We're wrestling
All right.
now, boys.
Yeah, Byron is staring from the bushes,
Suddenly,
just furious that this is happening.
Just tangled in the vines.
Anything else for you?
Can I still use a bonus action?
If you have a bonus action, you can use a bonus action
Okay.
as part of the economy.
I didn't know if anything that I did so far was that. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
Which gives me +2 AC.
Can I just say, I wish that Byron had a cantrip to like cast and make a like wrestling singlet appear instead of all of Casper's armor and clothing. I would laugh so hard.
Okay, that's
Well, you can ready that laugh as this Minotaur over here. Did you move your bird friend? Did you move Athena?
Yeah, she swooped.
Yeah, right, fine.
He was gonna kill her.
He was gonna try.
Right.
Justin's going right where it hurts.
Are you?
Oh.
Do it, Justin.
37.
Okay, wait.
Do it. Do it.
He's gonna make a roll of 1d20 to see which one it hit.
No, he's gonna roll to the nearest enemy.
Well, technically, that would be me or Athena.
I didn't see you. Oh, you're behind the bush.
think he
All
knows
right,
where
so
you
yeah. I, the DM, doesn't know where he is. So you.
Oh, we
just
got a call
hear
for inspiration.
a call for inspiration.
Yeah.
What
Or
were you
do
using
we call
inspiration
it
for?
de-spiration?
I don't know. Hey, Kite Sage, what are we using inspiration on?
Is it for me to attack Lilo?
It is.
Yeah.
He is dead to me.
Is that what he said?
I use
said
it
I
to
use-
help the players
Oh.
for once.
Boo. Well, then I attack Byron. This guy comes running directly at you, and he is going to maneuver it so that he charges at you. So he's going to charge and gore you.
Well, that sounds
He
We're
fantastic.
just
lowers
going to
his-
try to.
That's right. I get disadvantage. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Damn you, Kite Sage. I rolled a 17, and then I rolled a 2. Taking all of my fun. That's it. I'm going directly for Lilo next turn, regardless.
Do it.
All right. So the Minotaur, he has a very impotent attack, and now it's Nyx's turn. Nyx,
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, this guy probably died because you talked so much a minute and a half ago.
A minute and a half, you bastard.
It's one. It was
Justin is a bastard,
48 cents. 48
Friendship
seconds.
ended with Justin.
48 seconds ago, he died.
48 seconds ago.
Yep.
Wow, that changed.
Which is under a minute.
Doesn't it? It sure is, isn't it? Okay, question. Can I bring back the horse?
Can't just.
Is it only people? Or
I'm
does
gonna
it
go with-
extend to
I'm
horses?
gonna go with yes, you can, but it still
Yes!
only has one
I'm
hit
gonna
point.
bring back a zombie dog at some point. Get wrecked, Lilo.
Oh, Lilo's gonna be.
Oh,
All right, listen, let's fucking do this. Okay, Nyx is very excited by the dead body that's in front of her, something that she hopes the others don't notice quite her level of pure
The
thrill.
camel's the
of-
zombie.
Just very excited about this. The person and the person and the camel. And she is going to charge up her necromantic energy in her headband and kind of whisper to herself, like, okay, let's give this a go. And I'm gonna use my fucking necromantic powers to rise up these two, and a swirling, dark, black and blue energy would surround the two of them and kind of pour from Nyx's hands into their bodies as new life enters their zombie forms.
And you hear, as the horse stands up, you hear it go, "Nah."
That you cut out.
You cut out
it was-
so much.
It was zombie horse noises. It's okay. You didn't miss much.
So is
Was it like a-
canonically now a camel?
That's just to differentiate between the two.
No,
Fine.
no, I see
Everyone
a
knows-
camel.
The camels are the zombies of all horse families. All right, but yes, you now have control of the zombie horse.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ugh,
All right,
so
cool.
One
I'm
hit
gonna go
point.
ahead- You know what? That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and move myself out of the way a little bit, and then as a bonus action, I do have the ability to do. You know what? No, fuck it. I'm happy. I'm happy with my new zombie babes, and
All
I'm
right.
just gonna silently cheer them on and whip out my notebook and take notes on their actions as I do.
Okay, Clem, you have one more round of your animals to be alive. What would you like to do?
Wow. This is just wow. I'm trying to think of how I can protect Lilo and still get stuff done. Not as worried about Donut because she's a familiar, so I can recall her back if she gets demolished.
I'm gonna kill that dog.
No!
Going for that dog, Lilo.
Sacrifice another
Zombie
animal!
dog. This time around, Nyx is going to take over the land with a zombie dog army.
No, she's so cute and she has her own bronze mall medallion. Don't do
Zombie
that to her.
humans, old news. Zombie dogs.
I had an empty backpack for her to climb into. and hide.
Basically, what Lisa's saying is Nyx couldn't stop at just killing your family. She needs to also take your pets too.
Yeah, come on! Give me
Look
this,
out.
Lisa!
Later on, she's coming for your real life dog.
I just showed. Oh fuck! Oh,
But Clem,
I will only
Um,
kill that dog one time, and it'll be in game, and not IRL. I suppose.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Okay, Clem is gonna step in front of Lilo, clearly. Even though she wouldn't know that everyone's gunning for her, but she's gonna do it anyway because I said so and I have to defend her somehow. And I am going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at the Minotaur near Byron,
okay.
and I will have a bonus action after this. That is fun to do. That's a 15 to hit.
15 hits. Yep.
Okay. Damage on that. Ooh, 4. That's not much.
So an arcane bolt shoots out of your hands, zipping across the clearing, right over top of Byron's head, and hits the Minotaur right in the chest, just crackling from the demonic-y attack. I don't know. Whatever.
And then, oh, I gotta measure this real quick. As my bonus action, I took as one of my Eldritch Invocations Investment of the Chainmaster. So as a bonus action, I can command Donut to take the attack action. So she is going to. Is this prone Minotaur still like alive and stuff?
Yes, it currently has one oversized Casper on top of him.
Yeah, so she has 60 feet of flying speed, so she's going to do this whole, like, fly out, attack, fly back, and is going to try and sting him.
Okie dokie.
So that was a 7. I'm assuming that does not hit.
Yeah, it ran over, and it's still trying to figure this out. It just slammed its head into the Minotaur and then zipped back. It did not hurt the Minotaur.
Not even 1 point for the bludgeoning from her slamming her head into it?
Nope.
Okay. We're gonna
All
try.
right.
We'll do it next time. And then Clem continues to guard her dog.
The Minotaur on the ground is going to attempt to, I guess, choke Casper? Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's gonna.
Jealous.
Is Casper into
Well, we'll see
that?
if he likes it right here.
Yeah.
Yep. So let me get a good die here. So he's going to try to grapple you.
Byron takes out a notebook and starts writing down
So,
notes.
It's going to be opposed from you.
Yep.
So just so you're aware, I got a 15.
Oh.
14.
Oh. So he's gotcha, and he's using you as a human shield.
That is an action, though, I believe. So.
Yep, that is his action for this turn. Is he's just holding you.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean he's Big Spoon. He is bigger than you. Soar, it's your turn.
Soar is going to fly up into this tree. If he can.
Okay.
He's in this tree over here.
Okay.
And cast Magic Missile at the Minotaur that's grappling Casper at level 2.
I thought you were gonna shoot it at Lilo.
One of the bolts can go to Lilo.
No. Solution.
No.
If everyone gives me one more round, I have a solution.
So, this is a great time to let everyone know that we implemented a new rule about wild magic.
Oh yay! I love wild magic.
So the way it usually works is if you roll every time you cast a spell, you roll a 1, and if you roll a d20, and if you roll a 1, you cast on the wild magic table. But we like to have chaos in this stream, so we made it to where every time you roll and you hit wild magic, it increases. So 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4, etc. until you hit a wild magic number, and then you go back down to 1. So I rolled a 2. So because I did roll a 2, I get to roll on the wild magic table. But first, I need to hit whatchamacallit?
Minotaur A.
The one on Byron. So I gotta hit,
Yep,
or not on
That's
Byron.
his. That's
Sorry,
his.
these are all going towards the one on Casper, since Casper's choking.
Okay, Minotaur A.
Yes. 4 damage, 4 damage. I think I shoot 4 of them. Nope.
It's-
And then, so that's a total of
Got
16 damage.
oof. What? And you have red magic missiles, right?
I do have red magic missiles.
So all of these red magic missiles shoot out at him at Minotaur A, and it's just, you can see it searing into his flesh. But more importantly, if you would please roll on the wild magic table.
I did. I rolled a 17, which means this is amazing. I grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until I sneeze, at which point the feathers explode from out of my face.
Hold on, we're gonna have a.
What's the velocity on that?
I don't know, but I feel like it should do like 48 damage.
It's
No,
gonna
I
be
know.
it's gonna be AOE, and it'll be 1d4 damage in a 10-foot radius.
That's still enough to kill my zombies.
Wait, away from me, right? I don't get
Yep.
hurt. Okay, good.
You don't get hurt, but every turn you're gonna have to roll a Constitution check, and on under 10, you sneeze.
I just want to know how fast someone can draw up a visual of this, because I just love that.
Well, Byron.
Does it look any different? I mean, an alpha with a feather beard?
Oh yeah, I'm imagining ZZ Top beard, like real long, made out of feathers.
It's like you've got a headdress on upside down.
Am I Googling an owl with a feather beard in hopes that I'll find a good picture? Yes.
But in the meantime, Byron.
Okay. Byron, almost getting gored by this thing, is like, oh no, and he just claps his hands together, and you watch as 3 other images of Byron step out, and he casts mirror image.
Son of a bitch. Hate you all.
Love mirror image.
All right, fine.
This being from the additional bard spells, Byron kind of pops out 3 of them. As they all walk out, they all reach into their pocket, and they all pour. Yeah, they all pour the simple injury poison into the Bosk revolver.
All right. He's gonna shoot the zombie horse, apparently.
Oh!
Anything else
Put
from
him
you,
down.
Byron?
No, that is it. That's all he's got.
Casper, you are being held.
All right. I'd like to just smack him with my. Yeah, I'm gonna smack him with my maul.
Okay. You do it at disadvantage, I believe, for being grappled.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're grappled, dog. You gotta try to squirm
No,
out of there.
That only removes your speed, I thought. It's not that good.
I don't know. Make an attack. Let me Google.
At worst, it'd be I'm prone, so. But he's also prone.
Conditions.
So no.
Grapple to grapple creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the grappler. Okay, so I guess there's
I rolled a 10 to hit.
Oh well, it doesn't matter because that doesn't hit him.
Yep.
He's got you in a loving embrace, and you just can't get your maul over to hit him as he is Big Spoon.
Okay. Well, screw you.
My Minotaur is the Big Spoon, so he's gonna be the one doing the screwing.
That's true. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, Minotaur B is over here by Byron, who has been left by his onesie, and he is going to attack all three of you, but only actually once. So how's that work? If I hit, I then have to roll what?
I roll a d20, and if I roll 6 or higher, I change the attack to a duplicate.
Oh, well, that fucking sucks.
It's
All right.
amazing. I love it.
Does it though?
So, well, for me it does, but for everybody else, it's amazing. All right, so he is attacking recklessly, which means that he gets advantage on his attack, but that means you also get advantage when you attack him with a melee weapon. But attack rolls against it's any attack roll has advantage against me on next turn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
Okay. I will roll the d20. I rolled a 19, so it hits my duplicate, and one of my duplicates.
Fuck. And he's like, rah, because he's not very bright, and he's super excited.
Okay, so that means 2 remain. That means I have to roll an 8 or higher on the next one.
Okay. Nyx, it is you and your undead horsey's turn.
Okay, and how are we treating commanding the undead?
So you can give it a free action. So it gets its own turn, like move and attack.
Okay.
And then you can use the horse stat block, I guess.
I think for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to use the general undead stat block, just so I can kind of keep them paired together.
That makes it easier for me to not have to worry about putting other stuff in the game.
But I am very excited about it being a horse. Okay, so I want to try to assist Casper to see if we can get him out of this grapple. Is there any way that I can kind of grab at the arms of the Minotaur to peel them back and try to help Casper get away?
I'll say it could be a three-way grapple. So he's trying to grapple Byron, and the horse is now trying to grapple the Minotaur. So it's going to be an opposed strength check, but the Minotaur is going to have disadvantage because he's already holding Byron.
Okay.
So
he's holding Casper.
roll.
So I'm sorry.
Sorry, Casper.
Is
Sorry.
the horse attempting to break him out?
Yep, he's like biting his arm to like pull him away. So
yeah, let's go. All right.
Give me a strength, a strength roll, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, the horse. I'm just.
I rolled
like
I rolled a 6.
In like
Perfect.
Skyrim or Fallout, they transform into an NPC humanoid instead.
Do I have
they glitch
any?
out.
I have nothing that's +1. Why did I make everything even numbers? All right, we're gonna do. Well, I did a 10.
Okay.
We're gonna
he's got Byron. He's just starting to slip his hook in around the arm to start choking him, and this zombie horse is like, and he just bites his arm and pulls it off, and he is now no longer grappling Casper. I keep saying Byron for some reason. I'm not sure.
All right, we'll take it.
I think
And then
it's the imagery of rolling around and grappling. You want to think Byron.
Yes. Yeah.
My other zombie, I'm just gonna try to hit with. Does a 12 hit the man on the ground?
The guy, you're trying to hit the Minotaur?
Yeah, I'm trying to not hit Casper if he's able to like roll out of the way now that he's out of grasp.
A 12 does not hit.
Okay, that's totally fine. That's my zombie's turn. Do I also get a turn?
Yep, and you brought both these guys back, right?
Yes.
This guy?
Yeah, I brought the man that was the man with no innards.
Oh, okay.
And the camel.
for right now, it's just going to be this guy because I don't have another guy because I deleted.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
There you go.
But just know he has no innards, and that's important to me.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to attempt to now swing at the Minotaur with my scythe and pray that I don't hit my friend Casper.
Just don't roll a 1.
Okay, we can do that. 17. Nailed it.
Okay, that hits.
All right, 7 damage. I'm just going to swing him down the ground with my scythe. Yeah.
All right, so you bring the scythe down, just kind of severing some of the flesh on his arm. He's still not bloodied yet, though.
It's all right. We'll take it.
Okay. Clam.
Woo! I am. Can I perceive whether anyone seems like they're about to attack Lilo at all, or inclined to?
No, nobody's going to attack Lilo because they're all engaged other people.
Thank goodness. Because listen, if I have to cast invisibility on her, so help me, I will.
I will burn a spell slot.
I will burn a spell slot. One of my 2 spell slots to save my dog.
Justin knows how to beat you now.
He said that no one was paying attention to her. I am going to do, honestly, exactly what I did last time, which is the Eldritch Blast toward Byron's man, and then I'm going to have the follow-up with Donut and hopefully hit this time the other guy.
Okay.
So... She has advantage, right?
Do I have advantage?
On what?
Byron's
Oh, yes, on Byron's guy, yes. Good,
Ooh,
good
I do?
memory. Yep.
Do I remember what I roll for? That is the advantage button. That's a 13. Does that hit?
So your miscolored Eldritch Blast shoots over Byron's head, over the Minotaur's head, comes back around and hits Lilo. It misses everything and goes off.
Works, Justin.
You hear it fly off into the sunset, and it misses. So attack with your pseudo dragon.
She's going for the prone one.
What'd you get? I like that look. It's looking good for me.
It's looking like a
5.
Oh, this thing just can't get it this time.
She is still learning. She's a baby.
Its mouth is open, and at the last second, it's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to use my tail, and it spins around, just slams into its butt, and then flies away.
It would honestly be so helpful to Casper if I could actually get her to sting this thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's it.
Okay, so it is now Minotaur A's turn, and he's going to take a whole bunch of opportunity attacks as he tries to stand up. Boop. And he stands up.
Can I attempt to keep him on the floor with me?
I think you have to make a melee attack for an opportunity attack. I don't think you can do a melee grab.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then mine is at disadvantage.
Okay.
A 9 to hit.
That does not hit. And anybody else? Anybody else doing any opportunity attacks here?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Well, you can't, Clem. You're too far away.
I thought so.
I got two zombies and a Nyx that can.
Goddamn right, you do.
Opportunity.
Does a 9 do anything to hit?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see what our zombie friends can do. And okay, one got a 17.
That hits.
For 3 damage. The other one got a 6. I'm gonna say
okay.
Horse fucked this one up. God damn it.
Horse. Oh, the horse shit the bed. The other guy, he just brings down his fist and slashes open, and you can see this Minotaur is now bleeding. So, being its turn, it is going to rage and just try to hurt. Well, Casper is the one that has the best chance at, so it's going to try to hit Casper.
Thinks that.
It thinks. So it is being reckless, so it gets advantage. If you can't get double advantage, and that is a 17. I'm batting a fucking 1,000 here today. So it brings its hammer, its great axe down, but you roll out of the way and it sticks into the ground.
Actually, it almost hit. The reason it doesn't hit is because my shield of faith. So.
Oh really?
It probably connects, but there's like a shimmer of glowing, see-through light.
Eldath pops out and is like, "Whoopsie." Soar?
Soar is once again going to cast Magic Missile at the Minotaur right in front of him.
Okay.
1, 2, for not a lot of damage.
Uh-oh.
That is going to be for 8, 9, 10, 12 damage.
12 damage. So your red bolts splash into him, and it causes blood to get on everyone and around him, but doesn't do any damage. But I need a Constitution check, sir.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Okay, so you felt a little
Can I get
tickle
more
coming
feathers?
on. It's those extra. Now it's a 15-foot radius.
Yep.
So you felt a little tickle in your nose, but it nothing happened. Byron.
All right.
Okay, so Byron, I'm trying to think the best way to do this.
I don't know. What you thinking?
I think Byron is just going to take the high boss gun and just unload it directly into this guy.
Oh, my Minotaur.
I think at this point you guys don't know this. Byron's a bit of a scaredy cat at this point because he's got a giant Minotaur trying to gore him and he's by himself over here.
You've got Athena with you. You're fine.
Got a bit of Byron's too.
Yeah, everybody else was like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, I know. They're all
on
like,
your
"Let's
own."
help Casper, the fucking Hulk." And so I'm gonna have Athena. Well, I've already got it. Double whatever advantage on this guy. So he's just gonna pull it out, stick it, and pull both triggers.
Oh,
Is that how that
my
works?
Poor Minotaur.
That's what we're gonna go for. All right. So survey says,
It's like
Dead Minotaur.
does a 20 hit?
Just misses. No, it's 100%. Right in the
Okay.
old bread basket.
So it does 18 piercing damage. And now I need to roll my poison, which I got to figure out what it does because I didn't
600 poison damage.
It is okay. It's 2d4 poison damage, but I applied it to all 5. I applied it to 5 of the 6 bullets.
So 10d4.
Yep. Casey
said
told me he was
5.
gonna do this before,
Yeah.
and he said the face Justin's gonna make is gonna be great.
I didn't like it when you made the face when you looked at how many damage it was. Fuck.
21 points of poison
if you guys
damage.
are listening to this on the podcast, you should definitely watch it to see how frustrated I am right now.
So 21 points of
Okay.
poison damage as
So you pull this thing out, and the Minotaur is getting ready to swing at you, and you just unload 6 shots right into his gut. They stick in, and blood just shoots all over you like a Japanese horror film. It's just shooting out, and he like almost takes a step back with how much that hurt. Anything else?
that's all he's got. He is kind of like as
Oh,
the
thank
as the
God.
poison is like sizzling in this creature, he's just kind of like horrified. He's like, oh god, it's still standing. That's it. That's all he's got.
These guys are
Casper. Yes.
All right. Here's the deal. I stand up.
Okay.
That's it. That's the turn.
very
he's
proud of you.
And then I'm gonna attack him.
So it's only fair. It's only fair that
What?
you guys got an attack on him, that he's
What?
going to attack you. All right.
Go ahead.
I don't like that rule.
I think he still gets reckless attack. I think it's until the start of his next turn.
I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4 and a 2, so it does not matter what. I mean, I'm having a fucking you guys from last week. We get a different tie. All right, you get advantage on your attack when you attack him.
Yeah. Hiya! A 16 to hit.
That hits.
For 11 damage.
Oof. So you hi-ya at him, your maul hitting him right in the stomach, and you can actually hear bones cracking in his ribs.
In his stomach?
As you would,
His stomach
well,
bones?
not his stomach. Like you hit him like on the edge. Yes, yes. Minotaurs have stomach bones.
Okay, guys see Casper.
No, but you catch him
kinda
like right on the edge of his stomach and his ribs.
He takes his maul and hefts himself up into a kneeling stance and then brings the head of it and just uppercuts him as he gets up the rest of the way. That is
And he's
not
like,
my...
"Mrrr."
I am going... Oh, he already uses his act opportunity. Get fucked, nerd! I'm gonna leave now, because I can. So,
Okay.
and I can really just go wherever. I have 60 feet of movement. Is it a bonus action? It is.
Okay.
So let's make sure first. How far is it to ya boy over there? Oh, easy. Okay. Casper's gonna go to Byron.
You got plenty of room to get over there.
He's gonna go over here and behind him.
As it happens, you hear like rom-com music as Casper in slow motion runs towards Byron. It's like the scene in Shrek where Fiona and Shrek are running towards each other in the field.
Oh,
And
I
the
love
look
Okay.
her so much.
despair that dawns on Nyx's face when Casper runs away and she's stuck within 5 feet of the Minotaur.
He doesn't have a reaction. He can move.
Yep.
my turn.
So it's now Minotaur B's turn, and it is also enraged again, and it is going to try to bring down its great axe recklessly on Byron because that's where he started. It's where he's going to finish. It's a 21 non-natural.
I rolled a 7, so your boy's gonna take some damage.
I get to hit something. Yes, I get to hit something. All right.
Unless I give him my inspiration. Which I don't have.
You.
Oh,
Okay. I gotta get some D12s. I don't use those very frequently.
Did you say D12s with an S at the end?
mhm.
That is 23 points of damage as he connects with his great axe, hitting you in the chest or in the arm, or I don't know. I can't tell by your face how bad that is.
That's more than half my hit points.
Oh, hey, wait.
Do you have your shield?
I'm gonna use
Protection.
interception. Yay! Reduce it by 1d10 plus 2 damage. Yay! Oh.
Yeah, you have to roll. It's
No, well, yeah. Someone's trying to help Byron. Actually,
no,
I
I'm
like
just saying
turning
like
this into a game where we kill all of Justin's fun.
Look, it is
He's
a
getting his
GM
revenge.
saving throw for a reason.
Reduce it by 60. Casper tries to intercept himself. Or
By 6?
interject. Yes, with his, the shaft of his maul.
So 17 damage.
Okay.
He throws his shaft in the way, and take some of the damage in his shaft. I just like to say shaft.
We know.
All right. Nyx.
Byron,
Shaft.
happy to be impacted by Casper's shaft, also gets bludgeoned in the chest by an axe and is harmed.
Shaft hurts.
And the Minotaur goes, I can die happy. What'd you say?
You said this thing doesn't have a reaction, is that right? Do I need to disengage, or is it hung up on?
It used it to attack. Casper.
Okay. In which case, I am going to retreat. I don't even fucking know what my movement is. 30 feet? Yeah, right. I'm gonna go ahead and just place myself a ways away, and will leave my minions to fight on my behalf. But, oh, hello, Sylvia. She was like, I need to stand directly in front of the screen so you can't see any of your spells. I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance. Oh no, totally dead on this dude. Let's see. Can I get a Wisdom saving throw, pretty please?
I'd
From
rather
Minotaur
not.
A. You can.
That's a 7.
Whatever. Okay, perfect. He's gonna, his head is gonna be filled up with bells, and he's gonna take 10 necrotic damage at the same time as my zombie minions begin to crash down on top of his big, dumb, stupid Minotaur head.
And what kind of damage do they do?
Oh, that is a 5 from the one and 3 from the other.
So, you ring this bell in its head, and it grabs its head as blood starts to pool from its nose, and just then, zombie horse bites out its throat, and it's like, and it falls to its knees and dies. If I was gonna die by anybody, I'm glad it was zombie horse.
I'm also glad it was zombie horse. She would just, you could hear her, like, her excited gasp just like fill up this, just the fill up the area. She whips out her notebook and continues jotting down little things.
All right.
That's my turn.
So it is now Clem's turn.
As the most exciting player here and the one who's desperate to get Donut the Destroyer a win, I'm going to do the same thing again in a surprise to no one. I'm still going to do Eldritch Blast at the one over near Byron, since I think needs it more, maybe?
Oh, the other one just died.
That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
With 11 damage.
Okay.
And then for little Miss Donut, that's a 20 to hit!
Okay.
Okay, so her sting, before I roll damage, okay, I'll do damage first, but there's more to it since we're stinging, not biting.
Okay.
So the damage is just 4, but I need the Minotaur that she's stinging, which is the one near Nyx, to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, which one are you stinging?
Is the one near Nyx dead? Am I crazy?
This one over here. The one by
Then I'm stinging the one near Byron. Listen, I'm so bad during the last
Donut the Destroyer. Donut the Destroyer shoots over and attacks the zombie horse.
No. Okay, she'll sting the one near Byron.
I rolled a
So
natural
you've
one.
chosen death, have you?
For the Constitution?
Yes.
Oh, perfect, because it must succeed on a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for an hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, which it did, the target falls unconscious for the same duration or until it takes damage or another creature uses an action to shake it awake. So it's unconscious now and poisoned.
Okay, what does poison do to it next round?
It just says it becomes poisoned for an hour. Oh, a poisoned creature has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, but it's also unconscious.
It's unconscious
until it takes damage or someone shakes it awake. Please don't shake it awake, you guys.
Yeah, so it falls. It falls asleep. It takes a little nappy nap and falls to the ground. And Sora, it's your turn.
pet it so hard when she comes back.
All right, so Soar is gonna do a little something creative here. He is going to fly over to the Minotaur. He's about 5 feet short, but as he's flying, he's going to be dropping off magic missile bombs from each wing.
Okay.
And
a little flyby.
Yep. I'm burning 2 sorcery points to make that a bonus action.
Okay.
And then he's going to drop a dagger also on top of the Minotaur while it's laying down.
Okay. This guy is not looking good. So go ahead. Tell me your damage.
1, 2, 3,
Seems like a lot of dice.
4. I mean, it's 4. 3, 6, 9, 13 damage.
Please explain to me how you murder this Minotaur.
Oh, nice. So Sora is kind of just flying through the air, kind of like whipping left and right. The imaginary feathers are just falling out one at a time as he flies, and his hands are just out, and he looks to his left, and a little tiny red ball appears under his wing, and he drops one off. And then another one on his other wing, and he drops that one off too. And then he flies, turns back around, and he looks as a little orb from the sky goes, boom, and hits the Minotaur until it dies.
And its head explodes, and
Boom.
we are out of combat.
I immediately search the bodies to see if either of them are carrying a tiny chess piece for a small owl boy.
So you guys are doing some. You guys are doing some looting.
He sold the chess piece to a Minotaur. Was it either of these Minotaurs?
As you guys go through and look everything, you can see that the Minotaur has clearly attacked the guy who was disemboweled as he was some sort of merchant.
Oh.
You find, let's see here, 5 gold piece and 19. Well, there's 5 of you, so we'll make it an even 20 silver piece. You find a sketchbook filled with really, really good drawings of nature, but from the perspective of a soldier. You would guess this was from the guard who was killed. Mm-hmm. You also find a signet ring, a brass orb etched with strange runes, and a tinderbox.
Oh, the brass orb. Oh, look at that.
Was it 20 silver to be split between us, right?
Yep. And you also find some random trade goods that you would imagine under investigation he was coming from a farm area to the city, and it would probably let's see here, it's about 25 gold worth of trade goods, so like wheat and cinnamon and cloves and stuff like that.
Oh god, not cinnamon.
Anyone a good chef?
Or does anybody want to do a challenge?
Canonically, as our very first feat of the game, I did take the chef feat. So
beautiful.
Yes. but Nyx is very good at cooking, just hates it. Awesome. Can we check out the signet ring to see if it's familiar to any of us?
It's just a flavor ring. It's worth
Same with the orb.
The orb, you're not sure. But the orb is worth 50 gold and the ring is worth 10.
I would like to hold on to the brass orb that has what kind of markings on it?
It's got runes.
Okay.
Like if you give me a history check, or if anybody speaks well.
Yeah.
17 for history.
It would, if anybody speaks Dwarvish, these are old Dwarven runes, but with the history check, you would, yeah.
Do I?
Byron.
I speak Dwarvish. Sorry,
it's in a different dialect. No,
Nice
you guys would know if you speak Dwarvish. that these are old runes. You might not be able to make all of the words, but this apparently was an old ornate ball that was like a children's toy. That was the runes were like for protection and things like that. But it was a children's toy that now would obviously fetch a pretty good price.
Byron like dispels the 2 remaining mirror images, spits blood out on the ground, and sits down, leans up against a tree.
Byron, here, give me your arm.
Oh, okay.
Casper will he'll take his hand and rest it on your shoulder, and a soft white glow comes out and heals 15 HP.
Okay.
I'm here for this.
Yeah, so basically the wound in Byron's chest would almost entirely stitch.
Sorry you had to get hit there.
Oh, it's okay. You know, I'm here to help protect you guys. Apparently we're a team now. I guess we're doing this.
If it makes you feel better, if you want to get on the cart, I'll pull it. So you don't have to walk anymore.
That would make me feel much better. Thank you.
Sure.
You know it would make him feel even better than that, Casper?
Hush, Clem.
If you carried him yourself.
You could be carrying him in your big manly orc arms.
Could do that. Not as comfortable though.
Nyx would very excitedly run over to her zombies in the short amount of time that they have before they disappear, and she's kind of poking and prodding at them and opening up the horse's mouth to look into it and see where it shoot out the guy's throat, and she's just kind of muttering, rambling to herself in excitement that she was able to successfully bring them back. And then
May I ask a question about Nyx's zombies?
Sure. Give me 1 second to throw some flavor in on that. So Nyx, when you go over to the horse zombie, you're not sure, but it almost looks as if it's smiling, like it knows it did a good job, and then it falls dead after you look inside of its mouth. All right.
Yeah.
Clem, question.
I just don't remember from the headband, how long do they last? Except unless they get like killed again.
18 seconds.
Yeah.
They have one hit point and they're good for 3 rounds.
Okay.
So we only had 1 round left with them, so she has just enough time to kind of run over and inspect them briefly. And as she's like holding the horse's head, it just crumbles in front of her and falls to the ground. But she's excited.
Gross.
She's got this kind of manic energy around her, as everything else is just kind of faded away, and she's just obsessing over the bodies in front of her. Which I guess would mean that she doesn't get to partake in the looting, but I still wrote stuff down anyway.
I gotta tell you, for some reason, hitting the button that makes them fall prone makes me very happy. Like when this camel falls over, it's great. Ready? Here it comes.
It's very satisfying.
While everyone's sitting around, Byron would like to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And just kind of look around the area to see if there's anything going on.
Okay.
Yeah, like why are a bunch of minotaurs out here?
You take 10 minutes and you cast for a magic, and you don't find anything outside of, the things that you guys have on your person.
Okay.
Nyx, if you would want to know why they were out here, you could give me a history check, I guess.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, nat 1. She's very distracted.
You are pretty sure that this is their natural habitat. You've invaded their world.
That sounds about right. Speaking of invading worlds, should we be at all considered about unearthing a dragon and how Donut the dragon just happened to appear? Is that something worth?
That doesn't seem relevant at all.
It's part of the third part of the prophecy to bring around the apocalypse. It's just a thought. It's just maybe a food for thought as we lead into the ending of the session. Maybe we just take that little nugget of wisdom home with us.
Do you think
Nah.
that is bringing the apocalypse?
I'm not saying that he's not bringing about the apocalypse. Just saying maybe he's another form of the apocalypse. I don't know. Maybe he's the dragon that we're trying to unearth, that we should take him out now when he's still small.
Okay. Say that. You should say that as well.
Yeah, say it to my face.
So you guys are heading towards Hopdan Creek. As you're getting closer, I would imagine, and tell me if I'm wrong, but Nyx, you are starting to get more and more hesitant with each step leading into Hopdan Creek. And I would imagine that there's a little bit of cautious optimism with Clem as she starts to move towards her old home.
I do want to say I did want to take the cart if we could do that.
Yep, sure.
Also, can we do it really quick while Byron was doing his ritual casting? Casper would be trying to do like at least the bare minimum of like burial for these guys or something.
Sure. You guys take a little bit of time, and you bury these guys. It's not like you do a super great job, but you're able to make short work of it. Yep.
Actually, after he finishes the ritual casting, Byron would help him because he used to do this with his father.
Thor sees that they're going really slow and goes and uses mold earth to create 6-foot graves. And then says, "There you go."
It's got to
And
be.
then we put the bodies in, and he goes, "Whoosh."
It's got to be loose dirt. So,
Or it could be stone.
we'll loosen it for you.
That was a great motion you had there with your hands.
Right?
Yeah. So you guys are walking closer to Hopdan Creek, and as you guys start getting to the outskirts, you smell burned flesh and can hear people in the distance who seem to be rather upset. And that is where we're going to end for the evening.
What?
It's almost 11 o'clock. We played for 2 hours.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I just want to
like
play
it
for
when I
like
see.
Aw.
3 or 4 more hours. That's...
I know, right? So this map is actually it's called Forest. Or no, that was the last one. I don't remember who did this one, but this was somebody else's map that I took and made my own. Where the farm's at, that was there, and the center part there was there, but I built the river and this other side over here. So, but this is Hopdan Creek, and this is where we'll be starting next week. For everyone that has been here, all 4 million of you that have been here this entire time watching, we really appreciate you. You're all fantastic. I was doing a lot. If anybody subscribed, we appreciate that. We have, as I said, we have our YouTube channel where this will be released weekly, and then also on Monday we have our podcast that releases at 12:01 in the morning. Before we go, though, we need someone to give us some inspiration.
I would like to give it to Queer Apollo. I think that's how I say your name. For just coming on and asking questions about what we're doing. I always appreciate it when people do that. So
Awesome.
there's been a whole lot of jokes or memes being made this session. So
Okay.
As
Well,
you, I think I was hilarious.
I can't give you inspiration, Goober.
All right. So let's make a note of that. So we got Queer Apollo for next week. So if you jump on next week, you can give me advantage or disadvantage. You can give any of the players advantage if they're gonna roll whatever they might be facing here in the near future. We appreciate you, and can't wait to see you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys.
Bye, everybody.
See you
Thanks for
later.
hanging out.
Who are we raiding now?